Alright, what up, Adamsters? Welcome back to another honkaistarrail video. So, as you can see, I chose Jingyuan. I don't know how to pronounce the name, probably, maybe Jingyuan, I think so. Now, the reason I chose him, I know that people say if you're going for Sparksy, or if you're going for the new character, get Sparkle. But the thing is, Sparkle, I'm not a fan of Sparkle. I was just live, and the live stream for 40 minutes straight, I was deciding who to choose. It was between Jing Yuan, Jing Louis, and Sparkle. Because Jing Louis, the thing about Jing Louis is she can dish out a ton of damage to destroy everything. Thing about Sparkle is I am planning on getting these new characters, but I'm not a fan of Sparkle. I love the fact that she gives more skill points and she gives crit rate and crit damage and stuff, but not a fan of Sparkle myself, and if you guys know, my favorite character in the game is Topaz and Numby. And what do Topaz and Numby do? Buff follow-up attack damage. And what is Jingyuan? A follow-up attacker. First off, I just wanted to say Jingyuan's card, like the art, looks insane. His design is so cool. Design-wise, it was between him and Jing Louis. Jing Louis' design is also very cool, but I like his design 100 times better, especially the lion in his art for when you pull him, right? This is the same art when you pull him. And I also love the fact that they give you enough resources to level 60 the character right away. I have him level 70'd. I have all his skills at level 7. Stopping point, I think I'm going to max him out completely to level 10. Complete level 10 skills. We got a lot to work on his team, especially Topaz and Numby. We need to work on Topaz and Numby's, especially their skill that increases follow-up attack damage, so that his Lightning Lord will be hitting like an absolute truck. His Lightning Lord, I think max already hit 40k once, so that's the max damage he has ever done for me so far. But Jing Yuan was definitely the best option for me based on the people I have in my account. There was no other character that would have worked for me. I could have chose Jing Louis. I could have chosen Sparkle. I don't have good light cones for them. I know there's a 4-star light cone, which is crazy for Sparkle. There's also a 4-star erudition. I mean, a 4-star what's elation light cone that I'm actually gonna make a video of probably tomorrow. I'm saving that video for tomorrow, I think. Well, 1 second. Yeah. As I was saying, Jingwan, best person I could have chosen so far right now on my account. I didn't need a second damage dealer. He is a pretty decent damage dealer, especially in AoE and single target. He can dish out like 20 to 30 Ks with his Lightning Lord just because Topaz and Numby buff up follow attack damage, and that buff, since I had her, I knew they would make him hit way harder. So it's like it just everything I had on my account, and then you have also that free, what's his name, free Don Hung, who's also a follow-up attacker. So it's like you get Topaz going, you get his dragon going, you get his Lightning Lord going. It's basically an AFK team if you think about it. You barely have to do any of their moves, just their follow-up attacks going crazy and everything. They're getting extra damage because of my boy Numby though. Let's go, he's cracked. Makes every single follow-up attack damage hit even harder. But yeah, this was the best choice for me right now. I will be showcasing him against the Abyss. Because of him, I was able to beat the first floor finally. Obviously, my Firefly team is on a different level, obviously, because I have Firefly and Dahlia. But Jingyuan, 100% worth it. I do not regret it. But there were better options. I'm not going to lie to you. Don't listen to me and just go for Jingyuan. If you don't have Topaz and Numby, do not go for this guy. The only reason he's hitting decent, or I think my build as well is actually pretty decent for him right now. He has over 60 crit rate and over, I think, 150 crit damage when in match. So that's a pretty good ratio right there as well. I had pretty good pieces for him, and I was able to customize some the orb relic and the rope. So I was able to put crit and crit damage on both of those. So that's probably where most of my stuff is actually coming from. There are definitely upgrades I can do on this guy for sure. He's going to be a character that I think is going to take a couple days to build, like maximize fully, but for now, the what he does right now for my account is very good. He can hit 40Ks with his Lightning Lord. He can hit, it's usually like 20K around there. I feel like when I don't have enough stacks on the Lightning Lord, but that's still pretty good considering, what level I'm at. So, I'll take it. And he still has, I still have to reach a high enough level to ascend them to level 80. So there's that as well. He's missing some crit rate from there. He's missing some extra attack maybe or something. I don't know what his last pathway opens, but I'm pretty sure it opens like one more crit rate increase or something like that, and maybe another attack increase. I don't know exactly what when you unlock the path, when you have to reach level 80 for your character, when you ascend them, and their last ascension, you can unlock that path. I should have read it. I honestly don't know what it does. Maybe it makes him even more stronger. I don't know. And his animations are just amazing. Follow-up animation, insane. Ultimate animation, insane. Now, he's not meta or anything, obviously. There's been a ton of If I wanted like a meta character, I could have chose Sparkle. If I wanted a stronger character than him, Jing Lui. Listen, like I said, don't choose him if you don't have Topaz and Numby. The only reason I chose him is because Topaz and Numby, and because Topaz and Numby are my favorite character. I want them to stay relevant. But definitely, if you're looking for a damage dealer, 100% you're going to want to go for Jing Lui or Dan Heng in number 2. Dan Heng looks sick. The only reason I didn't choose him, I don't want to be wasting 3 skill points. I know he'd just destroy everything, so there's no point of using another character who uses skill points. You could have used Dan Heng, and then you could have used the other Dan Heng that we got for free. So you want to need a healer, and you'd have infinite shield. You could have done that for sure. So you would have guaranteed you'd be able to max out his skill point usage every single time you would go to Dan Heng, the inhibitor Lene one. But if you looked at my account, everything I have, I think you guys will understand why I've chosen Jing Yuan as my free character. Now down the road, there's 100% going to be more free 5-stars they're going to release. So then I can choose someone else. Then I can also see how my account is when I reach that spot. Maybe we can never choose Sparkle for free. Again, who knows, right? So you gotta really think about what you want for your account. Sparkle I didn't want her too much, yeah, the extra skill points, which is nice, and then the crit damage and crit rate, which is nice, but I have a perfect team for this guy. Why wouldn't I choose him, I have a perfect team for Firefly. I have a perfect team for this guy. Boom, 2 teams. Absolutely insane. And he was the last piece I needed for my second team to actually be runnable in the Abyss, because I needed another damage dealer with Topaz and Numby. So we got the perfect character we could have chosen. Let me know down below who you guys chose for your free 5-star. I feel like a lot of people have chosen Sparkle or Jing Lui because Jing Lui's damage is crazy. Sparkle, insane support. I understand why you guys would have chosen them, but that's pretty much it. Let me know also if you guys think I've done the right decision. I'm going to be working on him a lot. I want him to be an absolute top tier unit for my account, and that's pretty much it. Remember, if you guys like, subscribe, and turn on those post notification bell. Peace out, hamsters. Take care.